We're here for TPK Me Daddy one shots.
Harder, daddy.
Harder, Daddy. Harder.
Harder, daddy.
We do have a soundboard active for our players, and they are using it. They are using
They
it.
will be irresponsibly using it throughout the night. It won't be coming back next week.
Well, yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. There may be
chill.
changes may need to be made. Changes may need to be made.
Jerry, you have me in the wrong name.
No, I don't. Do I?
Yes, you do.
Oh my gosh.
Jim Ravenax.
Please stand by.
Good grief.
Please stand by while we shuffle.
Yeah, like, wait, I'm not Belwyn.
How about now?
Hashtag pro streamer. There we go.
There we
That's
go.
how you do Twitch, folks.
There we go.
Seamless transition.
Thank you for the subs and everything, everybody. That's appreciated. That's appreciated. So tonight we're just trying out a one shot. It might actually end up being a two shot, but for now it's a one shot. As always, our streams are sponsored by CanadianDice.ca. If you want to go over and hit Ryan's shop at CanadianDice.ca, you can check out his dice. You can check out his dice bags. What else you got over there?
Feet picks.
Really?
It's a good deal on feet.
I've been
picks.
waiting for them. I've been waiting for them.
Yeah.
And here's what's even better. If you use the code OMRD, you get 15% off the feet picks.
Gosh.
Even better deal.
Oh,
Now, do you take?
You know what
I
I
don't know what
like?
a foot pick
And I
is.
had boot socks on all day. Wow.
It-
Delicious.
Do you take requests? Like, can we get feet in Jello? Feet
I have
in
a,
shaving
I
cream?
have a, I'm about to release a line of Vaseline inspired photos. So
Excellent. I can't wait
Yeah.
for this.
I don't know where this is going. I'm sorry. Yeah, come by Dice.
I'd like to.
Sell
Say, I'd like to say I felt comfortable right now, but that would be a lie. That would be.
You know what
Check
I
out
like
his OnlyFans
about
at
ordering
Canadian
my
Dice.
dice? You know what I like about ordering my dice from Canadian Dice?
What?
The best tasting dice on the market, I found.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
They pass so well.
Yeah.
Do they taste like feet?
Some of them do. It's weird. Yeah,
You have an oral fixation with your dice?
I do.
What is happening? What is happening?
What
This is the worst. This is the worst promo ever.
Banana, pineapple, banana.
Let's roll.
Word
Let's
from-
roll right into our guests and everything. We're gonna start with you, Tim, because I want to make mention that Stronghold D&D charity 988 Lifeline. Can you maybe tell us about that? I got the link up here.
Yep, 988 is an anonymous text or call helpline for anybody who's feeling any sort of blue. They've got all sorts of different types of counselors for just about anything that you're going through. It's a charitable organization. It's a nonprofit, so any charities that come from the heart is super useful. And the more charity that gets to them, the more folks that they can get on the line. For you. So once again, it's very anonymous if you want help, and it's one of those crisis hotlines. But thank you so much for having us. I'm here with my boy Skylar, the president CEO of Stronghold, Mr. Monopoly himself, and I'm just the goofball, the attention
Yeah,
guy.
we get a double dose of Stronghold tonight. Who
that's
who
right.
are you playing though? Because you're not playing Sir Tim the Paladin.
Well, Sir Tim the Paladin, he's just a little bit ruffled.
Okay.
It's like that scene where Ron Burgundy gets fired, for saying too much San Diego. So Jim Ravenax, hits the bottle of bourbon a little bit too much, and he forgets himself, and he joins, he takes about 3 levels of Barbarian as he's storming around the Sword Coast.
I like it.
So we're gonna try our best Barbarian ning.
I like it. I
today.
like it. I like it. Skylar, do you want to go next?
Yeah, so I'm the other half of Stronghold D&D. I'm based out of Florida, and I will be playing Eshrith Corin, a Dragonborn cleric, Tempest cleric.
Dragonborn Tempest Cleric. Tempest clerics are great. Bring the storm. Bring the storm.
Mm-hmm.
Our other two guests are two the more attractive people here from the Voctaire and the podcast Backpacker's Guide. Am I right?
Yeah.
You're looking at me stunned.
That's
Maybe?
You
said attractive, and I'm just like, what?
what?
who are you talking to?
Okay, fine. Who are Artemis? Why don't you go? Who are you playing?
Yeah. So I'm playing Yathuda Tough, the paladin. Yeah, I've never played paladin before because we rip on them all the time, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
Goody two
It'll be
shoes.
fine.
Partners get to catch my kisses.
Hooray for paladins.
We usually are ripping on paladins, but I've never played one before, so I'm like, fine, it's a one shot.
Don't worry, I got
Let's
you.
go for it.
Paladin's my expertise.
Emily, who are you playing?
I'm playing Belwyn Samra, the Shifter Warlock. Neither of which I've ever played.
Neither of which.
So this is gonna be fun.
Super. And then we have a couple of old men from sort of the old men rolling dice crew that we pull on reasonably regularly. Alan, who are you playing?
Hang on, I'm not old. Okay,
Oh my
Right.
God, it's
Young. young at heart.
okay.
You just broke his finger, bro.
I am playing the brother of Yuda, Pumice Tough.
Are you guys twins, or is one older than
We
the
are
other?
twins.
Twin
we are
dwarves.
twins.
Yep.
Not in RL, just in this game. Just clear that.
Okay.
Not twins.
Okay. Not in real life,
Nope. I'm a dwarf assassin, so I'm all short and stabby. That's my whole thing. Short and stabby.
Really?
Yep.
We'll
He's
see.
right there.
We'll see. And last but not least, Ryan, who are we playing tonight?
Tonight I will be playing. What the hell's my name? Elric the Illusionist. I am.
Tell everyone how many hit points you have.
I have 5.
And what level are you?
3.
Nice. Okay.
Yay.
So a couple levels, I think I didn't get any
I
hit
have
points.
5 hit points in my pecs.
Well, you should have at least got 1 hit point per level, dude.
I'm very wise, but I'm a little. I don't know what's the word.
You better be fucking
Squishy?
careful tonight. That's
Yeah,
what you better
squishy.
be.
Squishy is a good word. I'm a
Fragile.
little squishy.
Yeah.
I'm a little
Frail.
squishy, but I'm old. He's very old. But
Yeah,
he's,
we get extra points for player kills, right?
If you can assist in a player kill, I'll approve that. Yeah.
Eldritch
Excellent.
Blast.
Perfect.
I'll pay you twice what I normally do.
I cast mirror image.
Okay. Good stuff. So
I'll have spare the dyings just for you.
just
sir.
for him. So
Load it up.
there's our party. If you are new to the channel, you can spend your channel points to hinder or help the party. There's been a lot of talk lately in our channel that my cooldowns are too long. I will let you know that I have lowered the cooldowns on anything that hinders the party tonight. Like if you want to give them disadvantage or buff a monster, all of those cooldowns are low. I think they're only at 3 minutes. But anything that helps the party, like heals and stuff like that, those are at, I think they're still up at 5-minute cooldown.
Astronomical levels.
I also dropped the price on anything that hurts the party.
Don't do it. Why don't you think that? No.
Oh, they're going to do it.
We're all gonna die.
Daddy. Okay, so are we ready to start this?
How bad can it be? I don't think you got a TPK in you. I'm gonna be honest.
I believe he could do it.
Okay, here we go. So the seers and sages say that doom, icy and terrible, is coming to these lands. In the centuries to come, this entire continent is fated to fall beneath a blanket of endless winter, or so it is whispered in the wine sinks and the marketplaces of the many cities. Across a vast march of land winding for hundreds of miles, the forests have died, leaving wind-swept tundra where the deadly white icy ramparts glitter on the northern horizon. These are the lands of the long shadow, and here doom is at hand. The relentless glaciers creeping down from the pole loom ominously over the northern ridge of this belt, a grim shadow of what is to come. Most of the cities and towns that once stood here have been abandoned. The cold plains and windswept hills of this region now belong only to tribes of nomads and vast herds of great beasts that can endure the cold. We now zoom in on the city of Droom, also known as the city of tusks. And once rich and powerful, Droom is a city slowly falling into ruin. The changing climate has turned its great grain fields and pastures into tundra, and with each generation, more and more abandon the city. While life in Droom is becoming impossible, a few thousand stubborn souls still inhabit the city. The plains beyond the city walls may no longer be suitable for growing grain, but the Droomish now keep great herds of elk, sheep, and mammoths in their pastures. These provide a rich trade in ivory, horn, leather, and hide that sustains the city. But worse yet, there is some sort of a dire curse that lies over the silent streets of Droom. Here, the dead do not rest as they should, and packs of fearsome ghouls roam the desolate quarters of this dying city. The worst parts of the city are walled off or barricaded, and the last few priests that remain here are fighting to unearth and consecrate the tombs from which the hungry dead continue to emerge. The 6 of you are all looking for a way out. Droom is lost, and now it is time to head south away from these encroaching glaciers of magic frost that will inevitably overrun the city at some point. You have found, the 5 of you, with the exception of Elric, have all adventured together. Mercenaries for the last, few levels that you've gained. Elric was sent to you by a countess who lives in Droom to come to the Old One Tusk Inn, which is a tap room. It's the busiest public house in the city. And the Countess offers a great reward, and her servant Elric is to escort you to meet with her. As you move through sort of the deserted and cold streets of Droom, though, shadows lurk in the alleyways, and you hear whispers of, illegal dealings and that as you make your way. Not uncommon. This is all regular fare for this part of the city as you make your way to Old One Tusk. A group of men, though, block the street ahead. They whisper amongst themselves, and as they see the party approaching, they look specifically at Elric, and they're like, there he is. That's the one that took our shit.
God damn it, Elric.
What did you do?
I think you may have me confused with someone else.
They may.
I would like to rage.
Yes, and I would like everyone to roll initiative to get us started for tonight.
Nope. Not
Already?
We're going right into this.
3 rages. We only have 3 hours.
All right.
Good
Just kidding.
lord.
I'm just
Water, Daddy.
So everybody roll initiative. If you, I don't know if it'll let you do it from Roll20, will it? From D&D Beyond, if you're on D&D Beyond, will it?
Yeah, I just did it. You
if
just have
not,
to make sure that your
Just
token is selected.
Yeah, if not, just tell me what your initiative is and I'll add it.
Is it possible that I can have a few, like my Find Familiar and my Tensor's floating disk active at the moment?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm floating on a disk.
I am not seeing the Roll20 map. Is it supposed to be blacked out?
Hold on. Is it blacked out for everyone? Can people not see?
Oh,
I can see.
I can see.
You may need to
I
change
know.
it.
I gotta turn on Tim's vision.
Hey, I'm in a town. Look at this.
Can
Mine
everybody?
is also black.
Yours is also
Hey, I'm
blacked out?
walking in.
I'm walking in.
How dare you?
There we go.
Did that work? Okay.
That works.
Be so many Rick and Morty quotes.
So what is Jim's? Jim? Do we have an initiative for Jim Ravenax? 20?
20.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
And
Right
Eshrith
off the
is
first roll is a
17.
20. Are you sure you trust him?
17 for
It's gonna be like
Escher.
that all night.
Yes, sir.
Nicely done. And we're gonna roll for these guys.
Oh, we're getting jumped right now.
Oh yeah, we're
Yep.
getting right into this. We're getting right into this.
Okey-dokey.
TPK.
Been a long time since I've been to Baltimore. All right, here we go.
In Canada we call that Hamilton. Okay, so listen, Jim, you're first to react. The little gnome wizard Elric is behind you. There are
Yep.
3 men ahead of you in the street. There are 3 men behind you, and there are 2 men on a rooftop nearby.
And these are, yeah. Okay, well,
These are definitely not friendly people. They've spotted Elric, and they're coming for blood.
yep, blink, I'm raging. Giant swing of the great axe at
Okay.
just everything and the house next to me. So much collateral damage. I love this. And I have no responsibilities because I'm a barbarian.
Nothing to
This
worry
is
about.
fantastic.
What could go wrong?
With my 1 attack, level 3. Mean
Yes.
DM. All right.
Yes.
I'm going to go left to
that
right
guy.
on these clowns.
Okay.
+5 to hit ain't so bad. Ooh,
How do you zoom the token? I'm trying to see what those are.
that's a 14 to hit.
14?
And I'm trying to swing through.
Oh.
Yeah, 14 to hit.
Are we attacking this guy or the guy that looks like the leader?
Yeah, definitely the guy that looks like a leader. Do we want to talk to him? And as I stab him, like, you know what I mean? As I slash him with a great axe.
So as you swing
You're
your
a
great
barbarian.
axe, he totally goes full Matrix on you and sort of just leans back enough that the axe just misses him.
No, it hit him. I just,
Yeah?
yeah, that hit him
The wind, like a bit of hair,
Yeah.
a bit of his hair
was
gets
him.
cut off.
so hard. He flew out of the way.
I like it. Pumice Tough, it is your turn, my man.
I'm going to use my. I'm going to take my sneak off. I'm going to use my short bow.
Yep.
On one of the guys on the roof there.
Yep.
And since they haven't taken, I'm going to take that at advantage because I'm an assassin. So I'm going to use assassinate.
Nice. A
That's
crit.
a crit.
Nice first roll of the game, my man.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I help.
Hell yes.
Rich.
That's 8 plus 3, 8 base plus 3 fierce.
8 plus 3.
11. Sorry,
11.
I'm reading it correctly. 11.
How would you like to do this? The arrow flies up, catching him flat-footed.
The bow comes out very quickly, rapidly, very quick shot, right in the head. The guy falls back.
Falls back
Off
off the
whatever.
rooftop, and there is a sickening thud as he hits the frost-covered cobblestones of the street.
That's right.
Stop it, nerd.
Yep.
Does
Then
Pu-
I'm going to use some movement to run into the alleyway here. And I'm going to take a hide action.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that. I'm gonna keep this thing
Sure will.
rolling, and move on to Eshreth. What does Eshreth
So
do?
14.
Understanding that. What is his name? The wizard.
I can hear the music.
We can simply call him A-hole, but I think his name.
We'll call him
Elric?
the a-hole
Elric?
behind me.
Yeah.
Elric.
The illusionist. Thank you.
Understanding that he's very frail, I'm going to cast guidance on him, just in case somebody goes after him.
Okay.
Report.
And then, as a bonus action,
Yes.
I'm going to cast spiritual weapon.
Nice.
Ooh.
Classic.
Are we
cleric.
going to cast that on the
Nice.
group ahead?
Yes, the one that is, the group that is currently engaged with, right there.
Absolutely. And would you like to attack
And,
the one that looks like a leader or the one that looks like a follower?
Leaders get hit first, so
I've heard that.
that is probably not going to hit. That's an 11.
No, that what does your weapon look like?
It is what is spiritual weapon? This is a very spiky mace that kind of resembles the the horns and the spikes on my head,
Nice.
with lightning runes all around it.
Sweet. So it looks fantastic. Unfortunately, it does not find its mark.
It happens. It happens.
It does happen. Let's move on to their turn now. The first thing that happens is that the leader starts yelling to his men, promising them wealth and riches, and that the little man is worth his weight in gold. And
I don't weigh a lot.
this is an ability he has called Promise of Wealth. So he gives all of his allies on the street advantage to attack. And then he himself, that might be all he does, actually. No, that's a bonus action. So he will then attack this ravenous barbarian that's in front of him.
Knew it.
Swings his scimitar twice.
What?
A 22. Another 22. And then he stabs with his offhand. I don't think he can do that. No, he can't. Okay. So he swings his scimitar twice, hitting twice. Let's see what he does for damage. Total of 9 slashing. But you are enraged, so we're gonna half that to 4.
Good call on the rage.
Yay for rage.
Seriously.
The guys beside now, they move in and they're also going to attack our dear barbarian here, Jim. And they have advantage. So the first attack is a 19, and the second attack is a 16.
What the?
Did those both hit as well?
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm level 3. Jeremy, what do you mean?
Daddy chill. Daddy chill. That's another 12. Halved would be 6.
Jeez,
Good grief.
I'd be dead.
We are here to die tonight, everybody. If I haven't,
Are we?
yeah.
Not in the first 10 minutes.
Short one shot.
So Plush has enraged the enemy. So I'm going to give the bandit that didn't get the buff from his leader up on the rooftop. I'm going to give him advantage. He doesn't see where the little dwarf goes, so he's going to shoot the dwarf's sister. And he has advantage with his light crossbow.
Rude.
22.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Hitting for 4 piercing damage.
Rude.
He then
Nobody
looks to
hits my sister but me.
He then looks to the 3 on the street and says, "Get her!" And these 3 all charge up onto her, all attacking in unison with advantage as they've been given their buff. And we'll see what happens here. What could go wrong?
So Jeremy's playing tactically. So we need to do the same.
An 11,
I
a
have a
22,
Nope.
and a 21.
Yep. Yep.
Do you say you have a plan?
Total of
Plan's
6
always
slashing
well in
damage. And can I also ask you to make a perception check, Artemis? Perfect. Thank you.
14.
Thank you. Thank you. You don't notice anything.
Lovely.
That's good.
Nothing to worry about here.
They're also vampires.
Notice.
Nothing to worry about here. Elric, it's your turn.
I'm going to. I have a weasel sitting on top of my floating disc with me.
Yes.
He's going to jump off and come over here and try to distract these guys. Basically, I'm going to give the help action to Artemis,
Okay, cool.
Smart.
Nice.
and then I'm going to float myself into the alley on my disc.
Okay.
I'm done.
You're done?
When we're done with this wizard, we're gonna have a chat.
Unless you think what I did wasn't an action.
To give, well, the familiar can give a help action. That's no problem.
Okay, I'll just fire a firebolt off at this guy over here.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Sounds good.
Hey,
Sounds good.
Raiders.
Raiders,
I'm just
hey!
rolling.
Hey.
I rolled a 12.
Galaxy
So
Fest, welcome.
Plus So 15.
15. That is a hit.
What's the damage on Firebolt? D10?
D10.
6. No, that's a 9. 9 damage off this beautiful Canadian die.
From our sponsor.
That was a
die?
sponsored roll.
Yeah.
That was a sponsored roll.
How much? Sorry, how much damage?
9 fire damage.
9 fire damage to this guy down here.
Yeah.
Nicely done, sir. You scorch him horribly. He's not dead though. He's very badly burnt. If
Okay,
someone could
I'm
just
gonna-
come down and give me a hand. I'm
I'm gonna
very
keep
badly
sitting
burnt.
cross-legged on my floating disc as I hide in the alley.
Nice.
Anakin, I have the high ground.
That's right.
Okay, so Yothuda. Yothuda?
Yothuda.
Yothuda. Slap those bitches
Yeah,
down.
so I'm gonna hit the one that got hit.
Yeah, and you have advantage because this little weasel
Okay.
thing is running between its legs.
Get it, Walter.
Weasel, the weasel. Wait a minute. Doesn't our warlock also have a weasel familiar?
It's a stoat named Jeremy.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Aw.
Okay,
First.
17.
That's a
But
hit.
yeah, it's a weasel.
Give me some damage there, Yothuda. 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 12?
Very nice. Very nice.
Wow. How would you like to cut him down?
Basically just like brings her giant sword around and like right through the middle.
Nice. Nice.
That
And
helped.
there is a sickening sucking sound as your sword comes out the other side of him, putting red all over the cobblestones. Belwyn,
You
your
said sucking, right?
We got one.
this is a daddy TPK here, right? So I can say whatever I want.
No. I'm just saying you said sucking because your mic cut out for a second. It definitely didn't sound like that's what you said. So
Oh,
I
fucking
I
sound.
heard, I heard,
What?
I heard ducking.
Can
and
we
I'm
keep
like,
this
I
PG?
was so
I,
confused.
I was just
No.
thinking.
I'm sorry, PG, really?
Yeah, I know.
You've met all of us. You know better than that.
Okay,
Seriously.
can our warlock take their turn? Say it, warlock.
Sure. Yeah,
Say the
so like I have a little weasel too, but it's like a real nasty, like rough looking stoat, and his name's Jeremy. And I say, "Hey Jeremy, go get that guy." Send Jeremy over to this fellow up here.
Yes.
And then I reach over Yothuda's head and do an Eldritch Blast.
Nice. Give us the Eldritch
With
Blast.
advantage, I hope.
Well, if you're
because
getting
of
the help
Jeremy.
action, Jeremy is.
Yes.
Yeah, he's nibbling on his heel or something.
That's right.
Do that.
Okay. Okay, 25.
25 is a hit. I mean, if it's,
All
if it's
right.
not, we're in real trouble.
That's gonna be a total of
Wow.
13 damage.
You're not messing around. This blasts him back against the wall. You want any other sort of special effects as he...
I just say, get out of here! And then he, like, falls down and crumples into a ball.
Jim Ravenaxe! Rawr!
We're back. Still raging.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
are.
take another swing at the big dude or the leader guy, which is gonna
Do
miss
it.
again. Does a 10 to hit?
A 10 does not hit.
This is fun. And then I'm gonna use my storm aura as a bonus action, I guess,
Okay.
to do half of 1 damage.
Well,
Take that. If
I
he,
think-
if he sur- whoa. I also want him to do a dex check of 12, a dex save of 12,
really?
which he'll probably get.
How dare you, sir? How dare you? Let's see.
A little
Shock
bit
him.
of,
I scuff my
little bit of-
feet as hard as I can. I shock him.
21. I think he's
a little
okay.
bit of D&D, a little bit of D&D
Good
advice.
boy.
You got to roll higher.
So, like, you shock him for 1 point of damage, and you see, like, all the little hairs on his body stand on end, and he winks at you.
Was that some lightning damage?
Yeah.
Ooh, I grin
Okay.
as I see it. Like, ooh, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you something. It wasn't all that spectacular. Maybe you're disappointed. I don't know.
Rude.
I'm happy to see the lightning. I'm just like, oh yes,
Fair
it's
enough.
about to happen.
Pumice.
Like when you're a kid and you rub your socks together on the carpet and then touch a doorknob.
See,
Yes,
Short bow
basically, yeah.
attack at the leader. I'm going to include my sneak attack in there because he's fighting an ally.
And you can roll with advantage because he didn't see you duck into the alleyway.
Well, I already did that. So it's a hit. 23.
23 is a hit for a total of 10 damage.
Yep, 6 piercing, 4 sneak.
Well, that hits him, just sort of nicks him up in the shoulder. He doesn't seem too bothered by it. Not
And then
yet.
I'll re-hide.
Okay.
Roll
Eshreth,
myself.
it's your turn.
So I'm gonna move up here after seeing that amazing storm aura.
Yes.
I mean, it wasn't amazing, but I'm gonna move up here under this Eve.
Yep.
And I'm going to use my channel divinity for destructive wrath,
Oh, nice.
and then breath weapon
Ooh.
in a diagonal fashion against this guy
And is this lightning
and this
breath?
guy. It is lightning
I
breath.
feel like it can hit all three of them.
That works then too. They would need to make a Dex 13 save.
Okay. Okay, let's do that. So this is for the leader. We're going to make his separate because his dex is noticeably different. He rolled another 20, so 25.
Good greed.
And then our other bandits here, I'm going to do one roll for all of them here. 13.
Okay, so they all pass,
Yes.
but so tell me how this works. So the destructive wrath, I deal max damage instead of rolling for
Yep.
lightning or
So
thunder
what would the
damage.
max damage of your breath weapon be?
It would be 2d6, so 12.
So 12, and they save for half, so they're all going to take 6.
Yeah.
And then what about that? You've got your spiritual weapon floating around there. If you
Yeah, so spiritual weapon is going to hit the big guy
Yep.
for 17.
That is a hit. How much damage?
Heck yeah. That is 1d8.
I think D8 plus your wisdom score.
Yeah, plus 3. So it takes 8.
Nice. He looks staggered after this this onslaught of lightning and force damage, but he's not down yet. He's not down yet. He can't make it to you, so he's just going to keep attacking Jim here. He swings his scimitar twice. 22 and 16.
Those are hits.
I'm going to take those as hits. For a total of 16, so halved 8.
Okay.
And then he's going to stab with his dagger in his offhand here. 23 to hit. 4 piercing, so half just another 2.
Okay.
How you looking?
I told you get higher
Oh, no.
rolls when you have a roll 20.
The leader looks at his 2 men and says, like, I've got this barbarian's nothing. I've got him. And he sends his other 2 after the Dragonborn. They both attack with their scimitars. 7 and a 21.
The 7 misses. The one that hit a 21, I'm going to use my reaction to cast Wrath of the Storm.
Nice.
He has to make a Dex throw.
Yep.
Dex 13.
No, he did not. He rolled a 5.
So he takes 2d8
Wow.
lightning. Ooh, nice. 13. lightning.
You obliterate him with lightning. And he slumps smoldering to the ground. You do take the 4 slashing though. He did manage to land that in on you.
Absolutely.
But he paid for it. He paid for it dearly. There's only one left on our little dwarven paladin back here. So he swings his scimitar at you. A crit
Yep.
He's
for 7 slashing. And then I do have an enrage the enemy here in chat. Coming in from Cogspire. I'm gonna give that to the archer on the roof. And so he'll attack with advantage. He saw the power the warlock put out. I think he's going to shoot her
Bring it.
This time, he levels up his crossbow and fires 22 for 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
M's like, I got 12 backup characters. Bring it on.
Elric. The street is like ablaze with spells and weapons and abilities. What are you doing?
Oh yeah, Elric's got something planned. He's gonna float out on his disc, but just out into the street here.
Yes.
He's gonna command the weasel to do the same thing it did last turn over here,
To help the paladin, yes.
and then he's gonna cast Silent Image. How large of a creature would fit in a 15-foot cube?
What?
Huge.
Okay, I'm gonna make an illusion of an adult dragon,
Oh, are you?
right behind the leader.
Do you have a preferred color?
Let's go black.
A black dragon?
Oh, you could have made it bronze. My daddy.
And
My daddy. Oh my god.
Daddy, chill.
Daddy, chill.
but because I'm specialized in illusion, I can actually make it make sound as well.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
it actually does say chill daddy.
So it does, yeah.
And I will have it come up behind them and let loose a giant roar.
I like that. Okay, let me get this in here for you. Like it takes up the entire street, my dude.
That's awesome.
And it lets out
And
a roar.
then I float back on my disc back into the alleyway.
So you come out long enough to work your magic, and then back in you go. I like it.
Yeah.
You
We
threw
did get a second win for Jim, by the way.
Did we get a second one for Jim?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for keeping track of that, everybody. So Jim, you can roll 2d10 hit points and return those to yourself.
Huzzah.
Okay.
Eartho likes
Yeah.
you. Eartho Creation, giving you the love.
I got 7.
Only a 9. Oh wait, this is I
You
get
do have
advantage on this still,
You have
yeah.
advantage, yes.
Okay.
Because you have a little weasel.
12.
12. That's enough to hit him. How much damage? Oh,
Nice.
12 damage.
another one bites the dust. Sing it, Queen. Bum, 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 bum. We can't. We got copyright issues.
And then I'm gonna run over here.
Yeah, everything's down on your end of the street. Nicely done. Belwyn.
I'm gonna send Jeremy over to help Jim because I feel bad for him, and and then I'm annoyed that this guy shot me with an arrow, so I'm gonna shoot him with an Eldritch Blast.
Nice. Give us the
Hopefully.
blast. Eldritch Blast.
Come on. Oh, 11.
That doesn't
What a
hit.
unique move for a warlock.
Yeah, I know.
Dang it.
So Belwyn fires, but just the shot does not find its mark. Jim, it's your turn, and
I
this-
am. I'm
Oh,
gonna
sorry.
move.
Go ahead. You go
I'm
ahead.
gonna
And
like tuck under this building right here.
Jim, a weasel is suddenly running around the feet of the leader. Not to mention, there's a massive dragon that just appeared on the street.
What I would love actually is for Jeremy to run up the back of Jim's pants so that he just starts swinging wildly
Yes. Yes.
to give him advantage.
Jim, you have a weasel in your pants, and apparently that gives you advantage.
Okay. I got 23.
23 is good.
My roll was lower.
Yes.
Let's see. So that's as I swing my great axe at Tiamat for 14.
14 damage.
Slash Rooney.
Nice. Did you add your
And
extra
then,
damage for raging?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
Another-
15.
another-
15 plus 2. And then he's
Nice.
got to make a deck save.
He's got to make a dex save. Okay.
EC 12.
Yeah.
He got a 22.
Okay, so you took 5. We booped 3, 2.
2 more, yeah. Okay. Nicely done. Nicely done. Pumice Tough, what would you like to do, my man?
Well, I'm gonna do what every good rogue does, and I'm gonna shoot a guy in the face with my short bow. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna
do
go
it.
for the leader again.
Oh, that's a crit.
Yeah.
Wow, dude. Holy cow.
Holy
That's a lot of
cow.
damage. 22?
22.
How would you like to do that, sir?
Right through the eye.
Right through the eye.
Yep.
You got it. There is just a moment where he's still standing upright, and then he slumps to his knees and dies. Okay. Who do we have next? Our cleric. Bring the storm, my friend. There is one enemy left in the street, and there is one up on the rooftop.
Well, let's just go ahead and try to finish this guy off with the spiritual weapon first.
I like that.
Does a 14 hit?
Yes, it does.
Oh, sweet. And that was 1d8 plus 5, so 7 force damage.
That finishes him.
Nice.
Now you have a
and then I
standard
can-
action still.
Yeah. So let's go. Can I do anything? Oh, we're gonna do something stupid. I'm gonna pull up my
Yes, Daddy
light
Hobo.
crossbow,
Yep.
and we'll just try to shoot him that way. That's not gonna hit.
No.
Does a 6 hit?
No, just a bit outside. You almost had him.
So close.
Which goes
Then
to...
I'll move up here to protect.
Nice. He takes this opportunity to run. He slides down off the back roof of the house into the street on the other side, and continues to run away. No longer on the roof, so I can take that arrow away.
Hardly even a challenge, Jeremy.
Elric? You're muted, Elric, my dear. My dear.
I would like to move the dragon to chase it, just to scare the shit out of it.
Okay, so
I'll have it land on the roof where the guy was, and then just like roar down at him as he runs away.
Okay.
That's all.
Works. That works.
And I'll just float out here a little
And
bit.
is our paladin doing anything this turn?
No.
No? Belwyn, are we doing anything this turn?
Let's see. Can I 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can I see him from here?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to set him on fire with the firebolt.
Nice. Wait a minute, you're casting Firebolt?
Yeah.
Do it.
Did you forget what class you were in?
13.
Okay, that is a
Calm
hit.
down.
How much damage?
That's gonna be 5 fire damage.
Well, I'm going to say that finishes him off. So it blasts him in the back. He falls onto the icy streets, and he's just sort of smoldering there. And all of these guys now lie motionless, beat up, cut, slashed, burned, stabbed. What would the party like to do?
Cry.
Okay.
These friends of yours, Elric.
I'm gonna have the dragon fly down and land right beside me,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna like snap my fingers and it disappears, and I'm just gonna give a little wink.
What the heck? What's the matter with you?
You better
No,
start talking. You'd better start talking.
I've never seen these men before.
You didn't take
They
anything
seemed
from
pretty familiar with you.
Well, everyone knows Elric the illusionist.
Right.
I'm well known in these parts.
Can I search them for any kind of like identifying marks or paperwork or anything
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they look like they just look like sort of mercenaries and thugs, um, and there's no real identification on them. They're all dressed in sort of just leather armor. Uh, there is a lot of scimitars lying around, um, and crossbows, but nothing of real value here.
I'm going to do a quick check for thieves' cant in the area, secret signs, graffiti, those kind of things.
Yeah, you're moving through one of those sections of town that I mentioned are pretty deserted. So anything that was here just is no longer relevant.
Got ya.
Are there any like religious symbols or anything on these guys?
No. No.
Okay.
You sure
Well,
you
is
never seen these
anybody-
guys?
No.
Elric looks innocent.
Can I insight check him?
Sure.
Can I try to remember if I've ever heard of Elric the Illusionist?
Sure, give me a history check.
Great.
I got an 18 on my insight.
22.
You find him difficult to read. Alan.
What's happening right now?
It's all like there's sort of a quality to him that you just want to trust him.
He's ineffable.
Yeah. And Bellin, you have heard of Elric the Illusionist. You heard he's sort of a well-off fellow, that he rolls with the the well-to-do.
Well, I feel like the stakes of this job have just gotten a little higher, so perhaps we better renegotiate the terms of our payment.
Well, you'd have to speak with my employer.
Wonderful. Let's get there.
Okay. So you guys move through the uncrowded, almost empty, ghost-like streets of Droom until you reach a building that is very busy, lots of sound coming from inside. The cold wind in the streets, there's a nice warmth coming from the front door. And this is Old One Tusk. And this is the busiest public house in the city. Drumish folk make for sort of stern and sullen drinking companions, but Old One Tusk caters to many barbarians from the nearby tribes that visit to trade with the city, and there's a more lively crowd here. The inn takes its name from a huge bull mammoth that killed many would-be hunters a generation or two ago, and now its great skull hangs above the common room. You are brought before a woman that does not fit in here with the barbarians and sort of rough crowd. You are introduced to a Countess Abyssinia, and she's one of the few remaining nobles in Droom. The Countess asks you to sit, calls for drinks to come over, and she then looks at you with a very pleading and somewhat innocent face. And she says, "Thank you so much for making your way here with Elric. My family have entrusted Elric on many tasks, and he's never proven us wrong. And if he thinks you're up to this task, then I believe that you can do it."
It's like a gaping hole in my stomach. Like, okay.
I've been waiting so long to say like funny she doesn't look Drunish, but it hasn't come up.
So she says that she intends to leave the city soon, that there is no longer any sort of hope or wealth here to be had in Droom. So she is making her way south on a ship in the nights to come. But before she leaves the city, her family has been here a very long time, and there is an heirloom that she cannot bear to leave behind. It's a bejeweled scepter, and it lays in her grandmother's crypt in the necropolis. If Elric knows where the crypt is and can lead you to it. And if you would be willing to retrieve her family's heirloom, then she offers you a reward well beyond what your wildest dreams, like thousands of gold each. As well, she would make sure that there was space and a bed for you aboard her ship that is leaving for the Southlands and warmer climates.
Well, that's worth more than gold.
I'd like to do an insight check on her just to see how believable this sounds. 'Cause
Okay.
thousands of gold and an actual way out seems too good to be true.
All right, give me an insight check.
10.
Is
Well, I'll tell you this. It does sound it maybe sounds too good to be true, but a bejeweled scepter in the north here would definitely be worth a fair amount of weight. Also, going into the necropolis is no easy task. In times past, when Droom warred with many of the barbarian nations up here in the north, there was a lot of dead, and they were buried in these large ossuaries beneath the necropolis. And recently, of course, ghouls are starting to wander the streets. She's not going to get anyone to walk into that necropolis without offering the sort of money that she's offering.
Okay. It sounds like a fair deal.
is she wearing any particular religious or arcane symbols or anything like that?
No, but her gown, her gown has fur trim on it and things like that. Not inexpensive. And like I said, she's very obviously doesn't really fit in here. You can see a few of her house guards in amongst the other patrons here at Old One Tusk. But for now, it's just her and Elric sitting with you.
I've done work for her before, and she's always paid.
How'd you ever get anything done by yourself? You're a little bit conspicuous there, friend.
Oh, I have my ways.
Mm-hmm.
My question is:
Big,
Are we going
big
to?
dragon ways, apparently.
Is Alec going to bring any more trouble with him?
Has Elric brought you trouble? And she looks at him kind of surprised.
I just point over at Jim. Like, a
I'm
little
taking
bit.
a short rest. You guys are talking. I'm just short resting as hard as I can.
That's
Hi,
hard
we
as I
got
can.
jumped by some thugs. They seem to know your man here. Said he took something from you, or from them. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
She says, the streets of Droom have turned to a very unlawful place, and we're all doing what we can to survive.
Including Elric.
Including Elric, I suppose, she says. As Jim leans back and sort of is beginning to maybe nod off a bit, could you give me a perception check? Just Jim.
Jim? Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
You hear me say perception check with a strong 2.
Okay.
This is the best night of D&D I've had in a while. Almost as good as last Sunday.
So she says, will you do it then? Can I entrust you to my confidant here, and she motions at Elric. My understanding is that the local temples have cleansed parts of the necropolis, and I think it's close to the areas they've cleansed, I believe, are close to our family's mausoleum. So you should be able to make it to my grandmother's crypt without too much trouble.
I'll walk up to Elric. So you're gonna show us down there, right?
Oh yes, I know the way quite well.
I'll stick by him. If he does anything crazy, I'll take his head off. That's the kind of cleric I am.
What? What? Oh my!
Yeah, I'll join you in that.
Sounds good.
Wait,
Do we need to be able to guarantee his safety or anything once we get there?
Well, that would be preferred.
I mean, I'm just saying, you're a little frail.
Also, you're not the one paying us.
That too.
True. Thank you for the bits there, Cogspire. Appreciated.
I will say that without me, I don't think you'll be able to find it. So perhaps my head should stay attached.
Well,
But after
we'll
we've
just
done it,
Absolutely.
we'll see if you get us
Absolutely.
there, and then reassess.
Countess, you have our word. We'll find your family's heirloom.
not that he will come back alive.
Countess, I'm a little concerned about this
Shush.
entire operation.
She says,
She
says, "I'll wait for you aboard my ship, the Sea Daddy. It's moored in the docks."
Oh my gosh.
Stop! I'm trying to take a short rest. Shh.
Okay, so she seems very very pleased that you're gonna assist her, and she makes her way out of the old One Tusk.
Can we all take a short rest?
Absolutely. Would we like to take a short rest?
I'm ready to go.
I'm fine. I didn't take any damage. You guys take damage?
You want
took
to?
some damage.
Would you like to?
Would you like to? Jim can assist you in that matter.
I mean, I would love to.
We rolled like before.
Take short rest.
Yeah, take a short rest. Everybody can spend hit dice and things like that.
Oh, it doesn't roll for you. All right. 2 plus 4.
In the name of speed, I think I'm going to keep these initiative rules for our next encounter. Whenever that comes.
You mean the ones you just cleared?
Well. Okay. So you take a short rest. Jim feels a little better.
Yeah, physically, emotionally, not so much.
Not so much. There's still some pain in that regard. Okay. Well, listen. Your little gnome here, dear Elric, leads you towards the city's necropolis. It's bitter cold outside, and the wind blows through the empty streets of Droom. You reach a blockade where townsfolk literally have collapsed a building as well as some wagons and carts to form a wall into the part of the city that the necropolis is in. So it takes you some time to, make your way over and onto the street on the other side. As you do so, the little bit of snow that has fallen, like there's no footsteps here. It's just, a sparkling, glittering, it's almost, dare I say, beautiful, stretching out carpet, stretching out down the street of this a little bit of snow that has fallen. And as you make your way up the street, your boots sort of crunch that and leave footprints in this unmarked snow. Can I have maybe everyone put forward one thing they don't like about being cold?
A what? Make a who? What?
Something you don't like about being cold. Something your character just doesn't like about the chill in the air. Doesn't like about having to put extra layers on, maybe. You tell me, what is the one thing that you don't like about the cold?
I hear you, Alan.
When my pee dribble freezes.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know what
You
you're
know
talking
what I'm
about.
talking about? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Anyone who's done some winter camping knows what you're talking about.
Yeah,
It's harder to, to pee.
Yeah, absolutely. How about pumice? What does pumice not like about the cold?
it's the shrinkage, isn't it?
The shrinkage?
And I pointed at him like, hey. That's what it is.
Elric, you've gained a point of inspiration.
Oh, thank you, whoever that was. Oh, it was my wife.
You know her very well.
That feels like cheating.
That's cheating.
What does an Elric like about the cold?
Well, he's a pretty old man already, and you already really feel it in your bones.
Yeah,
So
in the joints.
Yeah, I'd say like his floating disc gets pretty chilly on the butt too.
Yeah.
When he's floating around.
Fair. How about Belwyn? What does Belwyn not like about the cold?
I think like when it's, especially like it's been snowing a lot and everything, when you get that like damp cold and it just stays for a long time.
Yes.
Not a fan of that.
No, not at all. Yathuda?
Probably when it's like extra cold and you feel like you're breathing in daggers.
Oh yeah. When it makes your boogers
I'm from
freeze.
Wisconsin. It's cold here.
Yep. In the nose hairs.
Exactly.
We're not giving the DM very good stuff to haunt us with. Pee dribble.
and now we go right to the cold reaches of Florida. What does Eshrith not like about the cold?
So, have you ever been in really cold, wet environments?
Yes.
That's where Eshrith
Tacoma.
is. Yeah.
I hate you.
Yes.
Literally all of Northeast Wisconsin.
So Eshrith's his clergy where he studied and prayed was actually on the coast. So anytime it got super cold, this cold reminds him of the hell that he went through in that experience. So that's what he hates.
All right. So as everyone sort of got cold on the mind, you reach one of the gates into the necropolis, and it would have once had these massive iron gates on that would have been, open during the day for people to visit loved ones and closed at night. However, the gates now are twisted and bent, but not into the necropolis, like out of the necropolis. So as if something large has pushed its way out and into the streets of Droom. And beyond, you could see tombstones, crypts, monuments, and the like laying about. And
we got crypts.
Yeah. Crypts and Bloods. I hope you brought your bandanas.
We're not leveled up for this. And I go,
wait.
That's like backing up. This is not the Circle K we want to go to. We go around.
Love it.
Oh my gosh, Circle K.
I'm gonna drop
Amazing.
everybody. My dog has now decided this is when he needs to bark. I'm gonna drop everybody on here, and hopefully we can see again. But maybe I have to do some changes here.
Ooh,
I see a black screen.
It's coming. I promise.
Okay, cool.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
Hey, Elric, how deep in here do we need to go?
Daddy, chill.
My dogs are about to start talking back to Canada here in a second. They're like, "What? Summon the fleet?
Summon the fleet."
Maybe he's in the well.
It is.
It's
okay.
Okay.
DM, how far would I think it is?
The map that I have put you on assumes you've already traveled a bit, but I would say that it is almost central. The family has been here a long time, so it is almost in the center of the necropolis.
That's what I say.
As we move in to the necropolis, can I have everyone give me a perception check?
Oh, good. I'm really good at that.
Matt Damon.
Is that what you rolled?
Yeah.
I have
Eight.
I have
We're
18.
14.
I rolled a nat 20 -2 for 18.
Actually, Elric, you have also received
What a thing to roll in it.
another piece of disadvantage on your next roll.
Oh, you son of a bitch. So, okay, I won't cheat and do it on the one that I just rolled poorly on.
Do we have tokens on here?
So he just gets a straight roll, right?
Can you see? Can we see now?
No, inspiration I can use as a reroll. So it'd be like
inspiration I'll let you use whenever you like, but you have disadvantage on your next roll.
Okay.
Follow the ping, Tim.
Oh, I'm okay.
Why are people hating
Oh,
on
we're way
Elric?
back there. Okay.
Hating on the wizard?
Does that work?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay,
Because
cool.
you told everyone at the beginning of the game that you only have 5 hit points.
So you see just to the north the crypt you're headed to. Now, what you know, Elric.
It was Pete. I got it. Thanks, Pete.
Elric,
now I see what's going on.
You know that once inside the crypt, you'll have to descend into the necropolis, and then you know that the tomb, the crypt that you're looking for of the grandmother, is far to the east. So once you get down into the necropolis, you're going to have to travel down a long stretch of tunnels. Basically, anytime there's an option to go east, you go east. And her burial chamber is like her casket sits alone in the center of the room.
Okay. I don't share any of that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, we know because we're metagaming, though.
Now, those of you that made your perception checks, I see a 14 here. Did we have anybody above a 15?
I had an 18.
2 18s.
2 18s? So the two of you with 18s, as you move about the necropolis, you notice that unlike the streets that had no footprints in the snow, there are footprints all over the snow in the necropolis. And there are a good many graves that show fresh digging marks.
Digging in or digging out?
Digging in.
Well, so that's a good sign, right? These are the cleaned up ones. I hope.
These are fresh graves?
No, they're graves that have been there for some time, and you can see that the snow has been dug away and the earth has been clawed at and disturbed.
Gophers.
Like people were digging
No
stuff
gophers.
up.
It's just my stoat, Jeremy.
But not with shovels. Like if you pass close to one that's near the path, you can see like fingers and claws that have torn at the dirt.
Oh, I'm going to take a guess and think that there's ghouls at play here.
Ah, fudge.
The footsteps, do they look fresh or do they?
They do look fresh.
Yeah, Annie, thanks for those subs.
Oh, thank you so much, Annie.
You hear Jim Ravenack say for no reason.
Yeah, very, very appreciated. Very appreciated. Thank you so much.
Jim is like acutely aware of the world outside the game.
Yes.
The fourth wall.
I like that Jim has no fourth wall. That's right.
Yeah, he doesn't see into the ethereal plane. He sees into planet Earth.
He's completely aware that he's just numbers on a sheet.
Haunts him at night.
I'm just numbers on a sheet.
We're all just numbers on someone's sheet.
Yeah, I think so. So, in answer to your question, the footprints look fresh. Not all of them. Some of them look like they've been there for a while, but there are many that look fresh.
keep your head on a swivel, guys. Something seems amiss here. Yeah.
So on our map, straight to the
Smells like a
north,
TPK.
Elric, you can see the steps up to the crypt that you're looking for. The entrance to the necropolis, the entrance to the ossuary, or whatever term of endearment you would like to use for a burial site. You can use.
Come on now.
But
Let's not dilly-dally.
The building is straight north and circular.
I'll start floating towards the building on my disc.
Okay.
I'm going to run to catch up to him because he's a.
I'm not going very. I'm floating at like 20 feet around. I'm not moving very fast.
Just to understand, this is her actual tomb, or this is just the entrance to the necropolis?
This is the entrance to her family's area of the necropolis.
Oh,
and then once down in the tunnels, Elric knows that he has to travel east to reach her resting place.
Gotcha.
Yes, west.
I'm actually gonna. These are tombstones.
That's
here,
correct.
Jeremy?
That's correct.
I'm actually going to kind of pop a squat behind one and take a stealth.
Okay.
And ready my bow.
All right. And your friends continue north, I assume?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Passing by one of the tombstones, I'm going to do a quick religion check and see absolutely nothing, and continue north.
Okay.
Oh, a stone.
Yeah, it was a 3. It was a 3, so it was a solid religion check.
one bit for the Papa Squat reference. I like that. Straight ahead of you is a circular building with a set of steps leading up to it. There are twisted, sinister-looking gargoyles sitting on the rooftop, looking down at you, and the doors to this crypt look surprisingly intact compared to the other things that you're seeing around here in the necropolis.
Oh, no need to be afraid. Let's go.
All right.
If it puts you at ease, I'll go first.
I kick him.
Yeah,
Oh, that would put me at ease. I'm not gonna lie.
Move up.
So you move up to the doors.
Yep.
There is a symbol of the god of the underworld, whoever that god might be. In this case, I believe his name is Nurgle in this world that I
Jeremy.
use. Yeah, Jeremy, the god of the underworld. And it's
I named my stout after him.
it's marked on the door.
I would like to cast Detect Magic, please.
Okay.
Me too.
I'm gonna start ritual casting Comprehend Languages.
Actually, I can ritual cast that, can't I?
Yes, you can.
Whatever
it takes 10
symbols he
minutes.
starts doing, I start doing it the same.
Okay.
Like,
and can I have everyone give me another perception check now that we're here?
So disadvantage for me.
Yes, disadvantage for your perception.
1. I am doing fantastic today.
I also have a
wouldn't
Walk
1.
straight into the door.
You gotta roll higher.
15.
Okay.
Anyone with a
7.
15 or higher?
Yeah, I got a
24.
15.
Thanks, Pete. I got a 1.
Okay, so
I was too confident in my previous check and got an 8.
Yathuda, you hear squeaks and the sounds of maybe rodents beyond the door.
Does it sound like an excessive amount of them?
Yeah. Yes.
Sound like a stoat?
Is that like a stoat? Yes, it could be a stoat. It could be hundreds of stoats.
It sounds like there's a bunch of rats or something on the other side, so be careful when you open the door.
You finish your detect magic ritual there, Elric. The door is not magical.
Told ya.
He's right. It's not magical.
It doesn't. I'm gonna come up and say, just because it's not magical doesn't mean it's not trapped. And I
I
won't
don't
do
see
it.
any runes or warding.
Okay, do you
Oh,
want to
Push his door open.
give me a perception check there, Pumice? And then we're gonna
22.
22.
I'm
So
gonna
everything
shift also.
everything looks okay, and then is Jim opening the door?
I'm gonna step back.
So you've just sort of finished taking a look. No, you get back up there, Pumice.
Oh no!
You've just sort of taken a look over the door, and Jim pushes up, and you're like, "Yeah, looks good." Before you can get that out, the door.
As he does that, I cast guidance on him just in case.
I've
Okay.
shifted also. So I have 8
I got a
temporary hit
nat 1 on
points.
my perception check. This door looks easy, and I want to open it so bad.
So you totally come up and open it, and as the door opens, hundreds of bats
no.
flood out and over across the party. We are going to roll initiative. We're going to keep your guys' previous initiative from the other turn. I'm just
What
going to
about
see
that?
where the bats go. You did really good, Jim, on your initiative, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Don't
Just
give
so
me
you know,
Give me your pity praise. You know I suck.
I shifted, so I have 8 temporary hit points and a +1 to 8 AC. Just so you know.
Okay, nice. Jim, you're first to react as swarms of bats begin to just
Our
flutter out
firearms
the
are
door.
useless against them. I just start like, do you want me to kill the bats? Are these bad bats? I mean, they're just chilling
They're
in
bats.
here. Yeah.
They're evil. You can tell.
You're welcome.
They-
You're welcome to duck and cover as they fly out.
I mean,
I feel that's an acceptable tactic.
normally the last encounter that I have with bats, did I have to fight them? I'm not. I'm just. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Whoa.
Okay.
Bats. That
So-
seems normal for the necropolis, right, guys?
All right, Pumice, do you do anything as the bats flush out through the entrance?
Yeah, I'll give a swing with my short sword.
Do you
I
shriek?
don't remember any
Do you
bats.
shriek like a little girl or boy? Do you like?
A cry havoc has been used.
Oh, freaking A.
Oh,
What is
nice.
that?
What does that mean?
What's that mean?
Means
Is
my
that
Extra
wife
good?
is
enemies.
screwing us
Good, right?
again.
More bats.
Thanks, Jasmine.
These bats might be our friends. These seems like really chill bats.
I'm definitely gonna thank
More
Jasmine
bats.
for that.
Don't worry, she's gonna fall asleep soon.
Okay.
Jeez.
So the did you take a swing? What'd you roll to hit?
10.
A 10?
That's not very nice, Alan.
You don't hit any of the bats. How about our storm cleric?
Can I see them coming out from where I'm at back there?
Yes, you can.
I don't know that I would actually do anything. I'd probably just let them fly out.
Okay.
I feel
Yeah.
Let's do this quickly. Does anyone take any action against the bats, or do we just let them leave?
I'd probably shoot off an eldritch blast.
Okay, give me an Eldritch
Of
Blast
course
then.
you would. What else are you gonna do?
Just a reaction.
I mean, it's a
16.
cantrip. Why not?
Well,
That is a hit. How much damage from the Eldritch Blast?
14.
Oof.
Maximum.
14. Wow. Well, listen. The swarm of bats that's hit by the Eldritch Blast goes right after who did that. The other three swarms sort of fly past you, and maybe as you look over your shoulder, you notice Jasmine's ghouls approaching towards you. I'm going to get them on the board here.
Thanks, Jasmine.
Jasmine schools.
Yeah, thanks, Jasmine.
What's the height on this wall just in front of the necropolis?
14 feet.
That's
No, those walls.
Wow.
Those walls there are pretty short. I would put them at about 3 or 4 feet.
I'm short. Can I hide behind them?
Sure, you can.
Excellent.
I got nipples. Can you milk me?
I mean, we can try.
You can technically milk a lot of things.
You can milk anything with nipples.
That is chill.
Very true.
Come on.
Okay.
My
Did you-
ghouls.
Did you say we're keeping the same initiative?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
So
We have to remember
we're going
what
to
our-
lead off with Jim. However, you know what? I think we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll come back and deal with the ghouls and the bats and all that goes bump in the necropolis. Everybody, just stick around. We're going to grab a drink and use the washroom, and Chill.
Have a
More
walk the
minutes?
Daddy,
I'm gonna
chill.
go order some dice from CanadianDice.ca. I'll be right back.
The
Absolutely.
tastiest dice
Oh,
available.
and
on the
Jasmine
D&D.
enrages the ghouls before departing.
Great.
So when we
Really
come
good.
back,
Go, girl.
when we come back,
Thanks,
we've
Jess.
got a fight on our hands.